Today we talk about losing my practice Wing Chun streak and how to practice while you're on vacation. Hey, welcome to Practice Wing Chun, where we discuss Wing Chun and international training related questions. My name is Edgar, and this is episode 79 of Practice Wing Chun. And yesterday, the last thing I was supposed to do was to practice my Wing Chun. But somehow I went to bed and totally forgot about it. And this morning, I looked at my phone and I realized I missed yesterday. So for those of you who don't know, I do this practice Wing Chun everyday challenge. And initially it was just for 30 days. And once I completed 30 days, my next goal was 60 days, and then 90 days, and so forth. Yesterday was supposed to be day 52, but since I missed it, I only completed 51 days of practicing Wing Chun every day. So now I'm back at 0, but I'm not discouraged. I just know that it was because I just forgot about it. I had a busy day. It happens. So I'm just going to get right back up and get right back into it and continue practicing every day. So today we have a few questions from Giuseppe from Sweden. And he's currently on vacation in Greece, and he mentioned some of the things he's doing to practice while he's on vacation. And let me just pull it up real quick. So the first thing he's doing is using the rocks and stones he finds at the beach, and he's using it to hold in his hands while doing the form. And normally, I think weighted forms for other martial arts is great, but I think for Wing Chun, it may not be so great. Personally, I just believe that it creates bad habits. What I mean by this, let's look at Silam Tao for instance. If I'm doing a weighted version of Silam Tao, I'm probably holding something like this, and I may get the motions right. And the motions, there are some things that requires it to be open hand, requires me to be more relaxed instead of just always holding on to something. So I don't want to create bad habits, so I would personally recommend doing the form without any weights and just doing it as is in the air. The second thing you mentioned is using a ball to do drills, whether it's like rolling from side to side. He mentioned using like a volleyball or a football, or still in the US, a soccer ball. But I was taught that when we do any like rolling or drills with a ball, it should be a small like tennis ball, like a rubber ball, a handball. Essentially, the idea is to kind of just hold the ball in your hands. Of course, if you don't have a ball, you could imagine one in your hand and you're just kind of shaping it. And this works on getting your elbow in the center line and getting proper placement for your bong sao and tan sao. So I think using a bigger ball makes it much difficult, because if you're holding it like this, you're really far away from your goal. Your bong sao is blocking your face. It should be lower than that. Your tan sao might be too low or too high, depending on how you're adjusting the ball. So it's better to practice with a smaller ball. The third thing he talked about is the rings, the chi sao rings. I've seen what they are, but I've never used it before. I assume it's kind of same thing, like a rolling, like a chi sao rolling training equipment. But I think having a ball is just as good, because you're practicing keeping the ball in place. Whether you have the ball or not, you should practice keeping everything in the center. So with the ball, you want to keep the ball in the center. If the ball moves to the side, it means you're offset. So you want to keep the ball in the center and just keep rolling. Anyway, and the last thing you talked about was practicing using a tree instead of a dummy. For trees, I don't know how tall this tree is. I don't know how many arms or branches it may have, but I think it's a good practice for distance, for practicing distance and stepping and kind of just visualizing a opponent or visualizing the tree as an opponent that you want to be able to maneuver around, step around, come in, and so forth, and doing drills on that. But I don't think it's possible to do the form on it, because I doubt there's going to be the arms and things like that perfectly aligned on that tree as it would a dummy. But I think it's good practice to use it as distance, for gauging distance, for stepping in, treating to the side, stepping to the side, coming back again, and just like practice striking on it. Of course, I wouldn't go hard because I think a tree is going to hurt. So hopefully, Giuseppe, you get a chance to watch this video and get an idea of what I mean. If you do need more details, feel free to message me again, and I'll do my best to clarify anything, maybe in another video or just in writing. But in general, if I were to practice while I'm on vacation or on holiday, I would not need any equipment or anything like that. I could do everything as I am doing now, just in the air, visualizing. And the reason why is, even though for some people visualization may be hard, that is also training in itself. You're visualizing, you're using your mind, you're training yourself mentally as well as you are physically. So I think it's a really good balance between the two. When you don't have a physical thing to practice on, you're also training your mind. So if you have any questions that you would like me to help you answer, feel free to message me, email me, or just comment below, and I'll do my best to answer you directly. And if I feel like it requires more details, I'll make a video for it. So thank you for watching, and until next time, keep training.